Alrighty, so let's look at the charts. I just have my MacBook, so it's a really small screen, but okay. So we know we have this SMT down here. We have the preset high available. Honestly, with YM, like, just kind of bullshitting right now. I know there's an SMT fill here. I don't really trust it, honestly. You see this SMT fill? I don't really trust it right now. As of right now, I do not, because YM is just like literally chopping. Like, it's literally chopping. What about this low? 6 AM low. What low was that? That low is Tuesday, 26th. Tuesday, 26th. Wait, what? Oh no, whoops. 21st at 6 o'clock. Okay, so there's like something going on here. Let's kind of split this screen real quick. We do have like no SMT here, but we have a PSP. Okay, so we did take this out. It's kind of weird because kind of like a double sweep. Let's see if ES broke this SMT or something. Okay, cool. ES broke it, I think. Yeah, ES just broke this SMT. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I mean, this could be a positional entry potentially. With 1800 being high of day right now. If we're gonna be bullish, we want it to be bullish right now. Ideally, guys. Right at the open. This is ideally what we would want. Let's go look on lower time frames. Okay, so there would be a future gap probably. So CSD. Over CSD here. Let's kind of just pay attention to this lower time frame range to send us higher. The problem is, how would we get in? It might just might open higher. That might be bad. Let's see if we can get like a propulsion block. And I actually could be interested. Let's see if 930 can trade away from this for confirmation. Now let's look at the wick sizes. Okay, so they're quite large. They're quite large over here. 10 AM. I'm not gonna lie. Let's also mark out the previous day's high. We'll just mark out these. All right, yeah, we want to see if this can expand away or not, bro. The wick size is quite big, though. That's a problem, so might have to wait for 10. But that's what I'm interested in. It's more so long scroll. Okay, now they're just opened right now. Let's see if we can expand higher, boys. Where's my phone at, man? Here it is. Let's go ahead and mark out 930 as well for y'all. So we're gonna form a gap. You guys see this? We're gonna form a future gap here. The problem is about this position entry, there's really no where to get in. Well, I guess you could have maybe got on here, but yeah, your stop loss needs to be way down here or something like that. And the wick is pretty large, right? Pretty large there. So it's ideally wanting to get like maybe a propulsion block or something. It's gonna be just kind of hard to get in. Looking pretty good so far though, as far as our narrative goes. Maybe we'll trade a lagging asset because there's quite a lot of room here. so that future gap can be created, and then we can maybe use that. Let's just set alerts and look at gold or something. I don't think I'm interested in gold too much. I think it also expanded quite a lot, but we'll check it out real quick. Let's see if we're gonna create a 30-minute gap or not. Okay, we will as well. Let's check this out. Okay, so yeah, that's unfortunate. There's SMT here. No, like 2-stage. Was it a gap fill? Okay, it was. Yeah, it was a gap fill. 6 hour. But I don't believe there's a 2-stage here. But this is like at 8:45, so there's honestly no way to get in that anyway. So maybe over here though. Hold on. Let's see if there's a 6-hour fill over here. Nah, there wasn't. So I'll probably miss this trade. Anything over here I want to miss? Okay, left equal highs over here. That's cool. Yeah, and then oil. There's really nothing going on. It's kind of just we're just kind of long here, trying along here. Look at gold. I took 30-minute SMT fill. GBP, Euro, 4 PSP. What time, brother? 4-hour PSP. That had to have been a while ago, no? I don't really see any PSPs. Like recent ones. Does wick size matter when the driver in it? I mean, it can expand for sure, but it's pretty early on in the reversal. So like you can do that, bro. Maybe you could set like a. Ideally, you want to get in like down here though, or like if you entered this right here, your stop loss got to be like down here or like right here or something, which is like fine, I guess. It's just really early on in the reversal. I kind of like the narrative is like okay, it's like meh. So I want to see if the driver expanded away, to see it expand away, which is it's doing that right now. So this is like good confirmation, and then we just want to see. We'll probably trade continuation ideally from one of these gaps. Ideally, oh, it would be really nice to get like a strength switch like we got yesterday. Yesterday was so like easy, bro. With after 10 o'clock, or was it like right here? Like this shit is actually easy. Like I hope we get something like that, man. What was also, what did I take like recently that was like super easy too? Was it Monday? What is today? Today is Wednesday? Let me check out, hold on, let me look at my channel. I think it was Monday, yeah. The 20th. Yeah, it was YM, yeah, Monday. Monday was super easy. Like trades like this. Yeah, it was right here. SMT here. Strength switch. So notice how we're strength switch on both of these trades, you know? There's strength switch on both of these trades, so it's like pretty. This is also strength switch, by the way. This is why the narrative here is like not bad. Strength switch here to catch up to like these highs, which is Monday's high. Monday's highs are here. It's just like an SMT break. It's kind of weird, but it's like holding the SMT, but the trigger is like when it breaks it on ES, as you can see right here. But this is good confirmation right now. Yeah, let's see if we can get this gap though. We gotta wait though, man. 23 minutes. This is a waiting game, you know. Can you go over indices? Yeah, I said I was bullish because I'm fading this gap fill. You see this gap fill on the daily? I don't really care about it because if you come into the driver, YM does not look like it wants to reverse like at all. Oh, let's go right to 930. Like right here. This is not like a reversal like whatsoever to the downside. This looks like a strength switch here to catch up to go into that like daily gap high. This is Monday's high right here. I think the daily gap is like right here technically. I do believe at least. I think it is. But yeah, this is the previous high here. You know, some equal highs, but this little internal low here, there's no SMT with it, right? But all assets take that low. But it's really this right here in Q. This is that low on YM that has an SMT with this low right here. Right? Do you see how it trades into it once and then doesn't manipulate it? So we know when that happens, when an asset manipulates a low, creates SMT, or sorry, doesn't manipulate it. It trades into a low, creates SMT, but doesn't manipulate it. Then that second strongest asset, the middle asset, should catch up to it. And when it does, it's in the course. It can be the trigger to reverse, right? So there's no SMT here at this little low, but it's what we do through the low. You know, we trade through the low, break the SMT while still holding it, the overall SMT. And this is kind of used as a strength switch potentially to get to these highs is the idea. And the profile kind of supported it, right? Just kind of opened low first today. So, but the problem is the wick size is quite large. Quite large on these wicks, so it's kind of, it's like up to you if you want to just long that. I just wanted to see some confirmation so we want to see if 930, if this is low day right here, then we want to see 930 do what, right? Expand away, right? That's what we want to see, and that's what we're getting so far. But we can easily get another opportunity, right? That's just a very, very early on opportunity. There's obviously still gaps that can be created, you know, lagging asset opportunities like we had here yesterday, you know. So yeah. But right now this is good. Did you take gold longs? No, I'm not trading, bro. I'm on vacation. I'm not trading PM session. I didn't even look at the charts yesterday. I will like maybe trade like a little bit on vacation, maybe, bro. If I wake up in time, it's like 8:30 right now. So you know, I'm not really like trying to wake up 8:30 every day. Biggest fish you caught? Honestly, not that big. I went fishing last night too, bro. I caught one, dude. Yesterday night, not yesterday, but the day before, like Monday night, I caught 11 though. We went to a different spot, and like you have to like pay to get in. You have to pay to get into the pier. Dude, that pier goes so far out, like into the ocean, and it was ass, dude. Like the other place was way better. And like it was a small pier. I don't even understand. Like how does that work? Yeah, literally a scam. Would you expect Wine to get to S&T break? I don't cause it's S&D. What do you mean? Oh, you don't think Wine will get here and break this S&D? Yeah, I think so. I don't. So like the profile, yeah, it's kind of seek and destroy, right? Like where's the daily open at? It's like right here. I'm not so sure I really care about this too much because for one, it didn't like seek destroy into anything relevant, and like this is not that far beyond the daily open. Like it's kind of is, but not really. And this low forms pretty early on the day. 8:30. Daily candle. Daily candle's wick's pretty small. Yeah, we haven't taken out the pre-C high and low. That's the thing, and we're not gonna. Do we like rarely ever inside bar on the daily chart? Like rarely ever do it. So I don't think this is a day where we do that, to be honest. But I don't think. So yeah. Yeah, gold. Just yeah, already happened, unfortunately. But this is like pretty clear. Like it's just a relevant low or like a 6 hour gap. You know, you had some equal highs here. Equal highs. I actually love when this happens, bro. Like we start retracing and like leave equal highs on the higher time frame. It's so nice. We pretty much do that here too. Leave equal highs here, here. Like, damn, bro. But it's kind of hard to get in this trade, man. You have to get on, like, the CST so far. Yeah, so there's really no way to get in. Where did I go on vacation? It's leaving the same state. It's just at the beach. What's RTY doing? Oh, let's go see. Oh, bullshitting. Dude, RTY is in the most disgusting, like, shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, look at this, dude. RTY is literally fighting for its life. Like, holy crap. Actually disgusting. So. But that's really just been indices in general. Like, look at indices, dude. This is so bad. You guys don't even understand. It's, like, really bad. Really bad, brother. What are you waiting for? We gotta wait for a gap. Or this candle to close, like the 6 a.m. candle to close. Right, large wick. We want to trade, ideally, 10 a.m. continuation. 10 a.m. open, low, high, close. Up here, ideally. And we need a key level to do that, so we're gonna form ideally some type of key level up in here. I honestly, if we keep expanding away, dude, it's probably gonna leave this gap open, honestly, dude. That's the issue here. So we're gonna have to create one, or like maybe a strength switch. So let this asset trade into these highs. If we get a strength switch, that'd be dope. Like I want one of those sequences on stream. Like, damn, dude, we can't get that shit. Like, that would be nice for it to play out. What's your opinion? Let's see, brother. 30-minute. What time is this? Is this today? No. Wait, is it? No. What the hell was this? Oh, this was like yesterday or something? YM. Wait, this is today. What the hell? Oh, this is up in here. At like 6 a.m. though? See, that's not a kill zone time, brother. So the 6 a.m. candle. Oh no, this is 6 hour chart. Okay. I think you're trading this candle like C3 at the time. Let's look at these other assets. I mean, this so far looks good. It's more the timing, bro. Like, we don't trade 6 a.m. Like, you're not gonna get a 6 a.m. Like, the move is not to get here is not gonna happen between 6 to 8 or like 6 to 9. It's not gonna happen. Probably. But this looks good so far. Like, everything mechanically looks good so far, I think. I would say. So you have the SMT here. NQ at the time it looks fine, right? It's not like failing to manipulate necessarily. 30 minutes, you know, you have a CSG here. I think this is a PSP or something. Yeah, PSP from a gap. It gives you some type of move, right? Where all these highs are available. Like this little small move, that's like easy to anticipate. Hold on, dude. Can you just take this? Yeah, like you have a PSP here. Ideally, you try to get in this range here because you want to get at least 2R to this high, at least as close as possible. So like maybe there's a gap or some shit. Even though that's not 2R, it's as close as you can get. I think you might have entered. Let me see where you entered, bro. Okay, so, oh yeah, bro, move your stop loss. Move your stop loss right here, bro. So this, I teach this in my course. You enter the first CST, that was literally perfect, right? Yeah, you did. Right? Am I tripping right now, dude? Is this the entry you took? Oh, it's on the 5 minute. Okay, I was tripping, dude. Yeah, 5 minute. This is the entry you took. So maybe per stop loss here, here, whatever. Maybe like 50% of the wick. Something like that. Right? And then as soon as this, you know, this retracement traces 50% of the range, you move your stop loss here. Like at the body here, or the low. Is that what you did? You did do that. Good. You went break even. So never mind. I thought you took a full stop loss. So yeah, you did good. I mean, yeah, this is valid, right? So you, okay, so you entered around here. It's like right here, I think. And your stop loss is all the way down here. Yeah. So maybe your stop loss could be a little bit higher, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's just the timing of it, bro. But I like the trail. I don't know if you went break even fully or whatever you did. Either way, you trailed it something. So yeah, it's good. It's just, we just hit these highs, like these relevant highs or whatever. And it looks like we reversed. But yeah, it's more the timing. Like it can get to these small little stuff, like, or like close proximity stuff, but it's gonna have a hard time getting all the way up here in that time because like the real timing of New York session is 9:30, right? Like when do we actually expand? At 9:30 now, because when it opens. You like, yeah, like this is valid. Okay, so yeah, you entered early. This is ideally what you would want right here. Exactly this entry if you're trying to trade before the driver. The other option you had was like, I guess to enter, where was it at this gap or something, but at that point I'd rather just wait for the driver to confirm it. You might as well, because it opens like way up here. But I was kind of wanting a propulsion block, but we just never got it, bro. I was hoping for like 9:30 to do some shit like this. And I would only take it on YM because the wick over here is like really large. It's the lagging asset. You don't really want to trade a large wick on a lagging asset. Never want to do that, really. Just wait for the close, honestly. Leading asset can, you know, this wick is not that big. It's like big, but it's not like massive. But always trade on leading asset. Never the lagging asset. What's up, feathers? What is the crack at the lows? It's this swing point down here. It's 6 o'clock on this asset, right? Just pay attention to the date, 6 o'clock on the 21st. But over here, remember we had the SMT yesterday? Right here. So 6 o'clock is right here technically, but it's just this low. You see how it takes out this low at 2 a.m.? If you go over here, it breaks the SMT. So while NQ trades through the low, it trades through it and doesn't reverse. I'll show you real quick. So it trades into it at, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't really, it just gives reaction, right? It doesn't actually reverse price. Since it didn't manipulate it, that's when ES trades into it as well. And then that's the trigger to reverse. This is in the course. It's called SMT break for reversals. And that's when YM actually holds it, right? Holds that. You have a PSP here. So we definitely had, like I was saying, we definitely have a potential for driver longs. So ideally you want to get in down here, like before the driver. You could always get in on like the retrace of the driver. I don't really like doing that too much, but you always could. Like I'd rather just wait till it just expands away for more confirmation, and you get like a propulsion block or something. We just don't get it. It's just really quick. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But we can always form gaps, right? Like there's always a second opportunity. And YM, did it hit the draw? It hit like the previous high, which is not the overall draw. The overall draw would probably be something right here. But yeah, we want to see ideally, this would be sick, a strength switch for these assets to catch up. That would be sick. That's like ideal scenario. It's like yesterday, right? 2 for 2. What'd you take on gold? We already went over it, gold. I mean, just took out the draw, no? Like, this is the draw. Like, this high, mainly this high, honestly. Like, current high of day, and then this high was, like, an extra, like, added confluence, but not really, bro. Look at the daily candle. It's already massive. It's like, what are we going to trade into now? Not really interested in that, you know? Dun, 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 dun. I like stuff that has draws open, right? This is going to form a nice reversal candle. The problem is there's no key level we're opening into. And we're going to create a future gap. So that kind of sucks. Like, if this kind of opens low like that, future gap is right there, bro. And I don't even want it to... I don't even want it to come down here, honestly. Because that's too low. I think this would be left open, honestly. I'm going to have to wait longer. Holy shit. W. Dude, what's up with Simon and his voice notes? Is this actually real? Oh my god, it is.
Hey, it's ideal. You know, always count on me. Hey, dog, Simone.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Bro, you gotta be this guy. This guy's not real. Oil, there's nothing going on with oil really either, bro. We're just kind of expanding, man. Like, not really giving any swing points at all. We had this one, but it's not from a key level. So it'd be like fading this wick here if you want to short it, and it's like from what, you know? What key level? I guess like this. And we technically took that out. Damn, dude, can you not give us a strength switch? Something? If we got this, that would be something, I guess. But nope. Yeah, like, or this higher here. Nothing, dude. So yeah, gold, oil, nothing going on, dude. When you use RTY versus NQES and YM. So it's like really, you guys see, like, look at my trades. Like, I rarely trade RTY, like pretty much rarely. The main way I use it is if if the indices chart is clean, and I see RTY is maybe, let's see, like YM is a leading asset or whatever, right? It's leading bullish, all right? But when I look at RTY, it's even more bullish. That's when you really want to use RTY, you know? Sometimes there's a logic to go lower or higher. Maybe NQ and ES are not giving it, but RTY is. And there you go, you trade RTY. That was kind of the case on Monday. I thought everything was really nice for shorts. When I look at NQ and ES, they weren't quite there yet. There was no SMT or anything, but when I look at RTY, like literally perfect, like strength switch and everything. Like, check this out. Like this is easy, you know? Like, these type of trades are really easy. All right, there's our draw hit. But yeah, like, look at this relevant high here. RTY took it out. YM didn't. I mean, there's no established reversal to lows, like 1800 low of day. It actually doesn't get easier than this, like easiest trade in my life. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna use RTY with this. I'm gonna trust that for sure. But yeah, that was that trade, but this is pretty nice too. Let's see if we can get lagging. I feel like we're not gonna get it, bro. Because this gap is too low. It's way too low. We have to like form a new key level, unfortunately, bro. Probably. Yeah, if we got in earlier, if we were like on charts earlier, if I was, this is what you want to take, bro. Right here. This is perfect, dude. So if you took that, really good job. Good shit, dude. Do you care for the two-stage SMT that YM created now? No. Like SMT the highs? Absolutely not. What time was this, bro? What time did this positional entry happen at? 9:03? Okay. Yeah, I was asleep. Good job, though, if you guys took that. That's fire. No, I do not want a voice message. Is that SMT? Yeah, it's a strength switch. Yep. It's a SMT breaks sequence. So you see this low? We traded into it a long time ago, around 2 o'clock. Didn't reverse from it. When ES traded into it, we break it, we reverse. YM is still holding it. That's in the course. It's like the SMT break. It's like, what is it? SMT break triad sequence. I have it labeled as something like that. And it's really nice because this is literally a strength switch, you know. So the SMT break sequence is a strength switch in itself. It's the higher time frame one, which is cool. We'll see if we get lucky enough for a continuation or something. But that's really good to see. That's really good thing to journal. You guys should journal like this overall, like PA. That's pretty nice. Hold on, my mom wants to use the golf cart. So I have to give her the keys. Wait, do I have the keys? Oh, no, I don't. No. Since we're so far up in the range, can we only use, yeah, we want to use 30-minute. Ideally, you'd want, yeah, like 10:30 or something. Yeah. We're going to have to wait a long time. We have to wait a minute. It's going to form a future hourly gap right here. We're going to see. I don't think we have to wait for, okay, 90 minutes is good. Yeah, probably don't have to wait for the hourly to close though. Especially if it's a strength switch. Like, that's what we want. It's a strength switch, bro. This is what I did on gold. Yep, we talked about that. Yep, this is the SMT, relevant low. See, hold on. Oh, 2 minute, okay. I didn't even see that on the 2 minute. Let me see if this low is the previous 6 hour low. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about in the chats, like, I think to like 0 and a couple people just in the exclusive chat, about gaps, selection in general. So the best gaps, because we're talking about why this like gap is not that relevant. If you really like, it's not that relevant as you guys think. Like this daily gap, it's because it's the high of it is literally nothing. Like it's actually nothing. It's just the highest point in this time window, right? The highest point of the day in this candle. That's all it is really. The best gaps are going to be relevant highs and lows on the lower time frame, right? So for example, the low of this gap, or sorry, the high of this gap is actually a relevant low on the lower time frame. Like these are the best gaps that you will find. That's literally a way you can filter gaps, right? If you go, for example, on the hourly gap or something, If it's a relevant low in the 15-minute or something, like those are just the best gaps. If it's nothing, then it's not as high probable. I'm not saying it can't reverse, but it just means it's like high, like way higher probable, you know. So that's what we have in this case, is that gap low is actually a relevant low. So it's very nice to see. SMT feels like that. But yeah, if you didn't know that, now yeah. So that's a good gap to use for sure. Would you consider starting? Yeah. 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. I just couldn't. I could have done that here. I was just woke up a little late. Just got on vacation, but yeah, we'll start doing that. I pretty much got my explanation done, like in like 2 minutes before the driver. I pretty much already explained it, like why I was bullish. Oh god, Simon hit another one.
I'm not bro, when you're in that shit, bro, you know that shit all, bro. Like, yesterday, I pressed my teeth at 4 o'clock. That's the first time, like, I'm telling you, I wake up, destroy the charts, like, and I get the charts, I go to the charts, I go back, bro. I barely checked.
No, that's actually real though. I did that too. I went straight to the charts, I'm not gonna lie. I actually went straight upstairs to grab a Red Bull, and then I went here. This is the order that happened. I woke up, opened my laptop, started Discord, put InQ on the charts, walked upstairs, grabbed Red Bull, came downstairs, back into here, and started the stream. Yeah. All 188 people heard that. We're so cooked. Red Bull is not healthy, I know. Am I okay? Nope. Probably not. It's sugar-free though, actually. So. Wait. Peach apricot? No, I'm drinking white peach. Try V8. I've actually tried that. It's not bad, actually. Definitely not bad. Does code GXT work on bulk supply of Red Bull? I wish, dude. I freaking wish. Any trades today? No, not really. I just explained how I was bullish at 9:30, but the way you can get in this trade is you'd have to get in like at 9 o'clock, so that's before the stream. I did it right here, bro. That first CSD, which some people took, but that was not on stream. But I explained why I was bullish. Yeah, Splash, can you get the keys? Splash is here with me, guys. He pulled up on me. Oh, Celsius? Bro, Celsius, I think, makes my heart, like, beat fast. Like, that shit actually gets me going. Like too much. It's weird, bro. Oh, Ghost? Nah, I don't even want to try that, bro. Anything with, like, Sour Patch Kids on it? Yeah, I'm good. What does this have? 10 calories. Where is the caffeine at? I can't find it. I can't find it, bro. I'm like blind or something. I raw dog life. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't take any of these, like, y'all see this right here, bro. Any of these you can't really take because they're just gaps. Like, they're just in future gaps, which kind of sucks. Just have to wait. Are you gonna add more lecture to advanced course? Yeah, for sure. basically like every month I want to try to add like something, you know. So what we have in the future is quarterly theory, right? So 6 hour, 90-minute logic, which will be applied to asset sync. That's the only way you apply it, by the way. It's like to asset sync usually, or like timing your trades, especially timing the resync for asset sync. So that's coming. And then we have gap selection. Gap selection. That's a lot. There's quite a bit to go over for gap selection. Like there kind of is. Gorilla, yeah, dude. Are you serious? Gorilla mind? Oh, 0 calories. Okay. I've never seen that though. I have to order it or something probably. What else? What else do we have to add, guys? How high prob do you think this trade is? Oh, from there? From the gap or something? I would say it's definitely not bad. I just don't like, I don't know why, I just don't like trading like retracements at 9:30. I don't know why, dude. I don't know why. I'm weird. I don't like trading 9:30 retracements. I'd rather just see it like, so this is like, it's fine. I'm just saying what I do. I'd rather see it's like retrace and then give me a propulsion block. The retracing gives me like a order block to actually like trade from and then to confirm it. Because like if at 9:30 is there, like I'd rather just see it like go in my direction, you know, for extra confirmation. But yeah, like I was saying like how you could enter that, but I'm just waiting for more confirmation personally. But yeah, the overall narrative is great, dude. Like it's pretty good. Like not gonna lie. With future gaps, can we take sometimes when we already retrace to EQ? Can you? Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. That's like a rare case, but I think I know what you're talking about, bro. It's like where on the lower time frame, within a gap or something like that, it like already retraces to EQ. I don't know how to draw this on the higher time frame though. So like maybe there's a gap, maybe the gap low is like right here, something like that. I don't know how it actually forms. I kind of forgot, or whatever. But yeah, usually you don't have to go mirror. Like there's definitely ways where gaps stay open. It's typically the first higher time frame gap in the reversal. So for example, this is the first higher time frame gap in the reversal. But you want to see the close though. The close is important of the candle because if it closes an expansion candle, it can actually probably stay open, right? But if it closes like a reversal candle, obviously it's not gonna stay open. The close is actually important of candle 3, typically. But this is where you usually see the first gap stay open. It's the first one because you don't need that first swing point that forms, you know, it's gonna expand away typically, right? It's gonna expand away. So you don't need a new phase of price to retrace in the gap until the expansion happens. But you don't know how far the expansion is gonna happen until candle 3 closes, you know? So you can't, it's like, you can't really trade this unless you put your stop loss, like, I don't know, below this. Like, that's something you could do, wherever you enter it, but I don't know how that would happen. Maybe you enter a CC way up here. You gotta put your stop loss way down there, you know? Like, there's ways to be safe about it, but. Can you explain splash shorts? I don't know what he took. He'll explain it probably. Are you gonna have one-time lifetime? Probably not, bro. Lifetime is not, lifetime, how do I explain it? It's like, it's not, I don't think it's beneficial for either party, honestly. Like, I wouldn't even recommend getting lifetime on any, like, mentorship, bro. Honestly. It's just not worth it. Because, like, what if you learn everything or whatever, like, and you want to, you know, get out? Or what if you're not satisfied? You can't get out. You already paid, you know? It's not worth it. You also have no idea how long. I can't even tell you how long. I can't even tell you how long we're going to be running. Like, I don't know how long the anomaly will be running. I don't want to do this forever. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. A couple years, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not doing lifetime. I'm not gonna be doing lifetime. London only what pairs? I mean, it could be any pair really, but it's really about like you gotta be select. If you're London straight, dude, you gotta be selective, man. Like seriously, you gotta be very selective. Forex is really good for London. I feel like probably the best. Yeah, I mean, I think the triad that we use is fine, probably. But you also for London, man, like if you're high frequency, yeah, you better be like going for like really close proximity stuff, you know, like yeah, you want really close proximity, like universal models and draws and stuff like that. You just can't expect too much in London. Like these big ass expansions, it's just probably not gonna happen. Like you can form a high and low day or something, but I don't know. I would be more careful. Any status we're waiting for yet? Yep, we're waiting for this high. These highs to get taken. We already got taken over here. We're seeing if we can get a potential lagging asset for NQ to catch up. Okay, we are recording as well. Yeah, 1 hour gap is potentially what could form. Like it's gonna form a 1 hour gap, but I want to. If this forms a 30-minute SMT fill, right, where NQ switches the strongest asset, I'll actually take it. So if you guys ever want to fade a future higher time gap, you always take the what asset, guys? Who can tell me? No, not the lagging. The leading, yeah. The leading. So here's why, bro. And it makes a lot of sense. So if this is going to be a future hourly gap, for example. Whoops. If there's going to be a future hourly gap, right, then, you know, obviously one of the assets is probably going to trade into it. Now, which asset would trade into it? Probably the lagging one, right? The weakest one. The weakest one will trade into it, while the leading one is way more likely to not trade into it, because obviously, you know, we're probably going to create SMT fill like this, where this asset would create the failure swing SMT, which would, your stop loss would be on the gap, right? We're creating a failure swing with, you know, SMT. So you always want to do that. It gives you a way more higher probable chance of staying in the trade, where the lagging asset does not give you a high probable chance because it's probably going to trade into the gap, right? So if you ever want to do that, you always take the leading asset. But you still need to have things in play. You still need to have a lower time frame gap, you know, being traded into. Ideally a 2-stage. I like to see a 2-stage typically, just for higher confirmation and all that. It's really like when and where you use this though, because you can't just do it like anywhere. How long would you have to wait for a fair to prevent EUM? Judging from the 3 minute 5 minute, looks like we may be reversing. Don't look at the 3 minute 5 minute. It's just a retracement so far. It's way too early to assume that. I would need like a higher time candle closure. I wouldn't even want to see a reversal, bro. Like that's the thing, because like I'm not even anticipating that to happen really. So ES just broke this, which is like somewhat significant, but we wouldn't really want to see that, because that would be like seek and destroy, right? Where did they open at? Now the wick is pretty large. I would say it's pretty large. But that would be like seek and destroy. Like I don't want to trade back into a higher resistance low. Honestly, it's not really what I would want to see. Let's see what NQ looks like. And also all assets did expand away from this low with SMT. So it's like, that's not really a you know, a sequence you want to see for reversal, you know? Whilst we're waiting, with UV second short in Asia on Tuesday on NQ, I know we had a 1 hour SMT fill strength trade, but we also literally right on top of the 4 hour expansion candle, and we only had like 30 minutes left. Surely next 4 hour candle would open and sweep out. I have no idea what he took. Maybe, have you asked him? short Asia NQ. Tuesday Asia NQ. Yeah, I have no idea, like, honestly. Are you Tuesday short Asia? Yeah, I have no idea. Isn't this Tuesday? Second? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. You're gonna have to ask him. Literally have no idea. I think you really go in 1 minute. Yeah. There's no like specific reason. Like 1 minute's fine, bro. But yeah, I'd rather just wait for 3 minute, 5 minute. It's just like more of my pace, you know? Honestly. But there's nothing wrong with the 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as long as your stop loss is on a relevant like level, like it's like main thing about 1 minute is like the continuations. A lot of people will enter like too high or low on the 1 minute. They'll put their stop loss on like a 5 minute gap or 3 minute gap. So as long as you're not doing that, like it's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it necessarily. It's just like not my pace. Now if I'm getting like a 15-minute universal model, or maybe I go to like the 5 minute, 3 minute, it's just too far away. That's when I drop the 1 minute to look for the closest CSD or like the most recent CSD opportunity. Yeah, we might have to wait for this hourly gap since all assets are kind of retracing right now. That'd be so nice, man, if we got that. What time is it right now? Oh, it was a long 2200 candle. I said I wasn't interested in that personally. 2200 candle. Oh, like this maybe? This SMT fill? I was talking about how that was like somewhat valid. I mean, that one? One minute. Oh, this was oh, at that S&P low. Yeah, that's fine. I was looking at the 3 minute, 5 minute. This is actually a pretty good example. I feel like my chart doesn't have that though. Maybe I didn't zoom in. I am on my Mac, so no, I can't really see shit. It's like a small screen, but oh yeah, okay. I was looking at the, I didn't actually see this. Yeah, that's a CST there. Yeah, that's fine, bro. But yeah, I was looking earlier. No 3 minute, 5 minute CSD. It's just too far away. See that? So this is a perfect example of when I would drop to the 2 minute, the 1 minute. I think 2 minutes also clean. Someone pointed out. That's fine too. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good trade though. Around 9 a.m. Honestly, both trades today were like 9 a.m. So this is 9 a.m. and this is around 9 a.m. too. You know, that positional entry there. Guys, if metals are bullish, indices are. Yep. That's another reason why I was more leaning towards bullish, guys. That's something you can always use. We can look at gold and look at gold's daily candle. It's just ripping to the upside. When we use oil, it's not as like correlated to like, you know, the percentage, like the percent of correlation of like the way these assets move, or it's not as correlated. For example, like gold and oil are not really as correlated as like when I look at indices and metals, if that makes sense. Especially, there's just a lot of like war and shit going on, especially with like oil, you know, it's like heavily influenced. I know the daily gap is not that relevant, and also not these because I have the candle strengths in general. But how do you feel about that combo when looking at the daily on indices? Are you talking about this daily S&P fill? like this right here. Whoops. Maybe there's a string switch right now, are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I don't really care about this that's happening right now. It's because of like how it formed, right? So I don't even care about this SMT right here in general, I'm not gonna lie. Main reason is because the sequence to get to the high, to the second stage SMT, the strengths at the highs, it's like the sequence that we use to get there is very high probable, right? Strength switch to break it, SMT break and all that. And all assets expands it away. So like the profile, like maybe it could work, but the profile is like not really in support of that. What you'd want to see, bro, is like an open high into it, ideally, right? I mean, this profile could be like a delayed protraction where we can't expand beyond the open. That could be a possibility. But like, I don't want it to be back into high resistance lows. Like that's kind of hard to anticipate. Like this is high resistance lows, you know? That is pretty hard to anticipate. This I would need to see like some extra confirmation, you know? Like we have nothing so far. Yeah, you have nothing so far. It's literally just an SMT. I mean, that is a strength switch technically, but it's very, very early on to know. Like I can't even, I wouldn't be able to tell you if this is actually universe. It's like too much to anticipate for me. Like that's a little hard to do. I'd want to see what happens to these gaps, you know, when this gets created. That'll be interesting. Because if we start to like create gaps and you can't reverse from them or whatever, then it's kind of like, okay, then we can maybe consider it or whatever. If we just continue expanding, making these deep retracements something, then yeah, maybe. When in scenarios like this, I like to trade continuation. So I'd rather see like either one of two things: leading asset take the low, trade lagging asset there, or let a gap form. That's always the easiest thing to do. Let a gap form, confirm that, you know, into low. Let's look at the 6-hour candle though. Yeah, I feel like this move would probably happen within the next 6-hour candle. Like that's just too much to happen in one candle. Like look what happened in this 6 a.m. candle. We literally came down here, came up here, and then to come all the way down here in the same candle is kind of insane. So probably 12 o'clock to even consider that. But that is a lot to anticipate for this daily candle to do. Like that's quite a bit to happen. But I think the bullish move is way easier to anticipate. Let's see. Oh, this was, what time was that? Oh, 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's like, I'm not up at the time. So it's just like advanced pre-discount, I guess. Let's see, 6:30, 6. Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay, yeah, it's just a strength switch, really. So this high right here, the highest point of this retracement or this reversal is 6:30, but over here, it's 6 o'clock. So remember what I talked about? Like, it's gonna have a hard time expanding all the way up here. This could be an idea, I guess, right? Let's see the reversal signatures. Pretty decent, honestly. Is that what he took right there? Where is that? Oh, that's closer to like 9 a.m. or something. Maybe there's a gap fill he entered from? I'm not sure. Maybe this gap, I don't know. Let's play price, see if we had a, I actually don't think he entered from that. I think it was just continuation. I don't think it was right here. Could be wrong though. 7:15. Wait. 7:15 got taken. Yeah, right here. That is the, I think it's this actually. I think it's right here, bro. So this is the universe sequence right here. I can't tell, bro. What time is it? What time frame? Oh, 5 minute ES. 5 minute ES. Yeah, right? Because these are like the little equal highs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you entered from this continuation, if I'm not mistaken. One of these continuations. Like this is valid as hell right here. I'd probably take that, just since it's low. Something like that. So strength with the reversal, yeah. Dude, like, I'm trying to tell you, dude, there's like actually nothing better than a strength switch. Like, I wish more of you guys would just demand that, honestly. Like, look at my trades, bro. Go in my trades. How many of them are strength switches, bro? It's quite a bit of them, right? And just apply it to like clear framework, dog, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, it's just like the thing about it, bro. There's no guesswork. It's just like the confirmation can only happen like, you know, two ways really. It's like consecutive candle SMT, like the one we just went over, or PSP. It's just like, it's too fucking easy. And then you just apply the original SMT with the relevant level, you know. Right, we're not gonna use strength trades everyone anywhere, but like, yeah, I just think it's so easy. You're not gonna get it every day. Do you guys see me take a trade every day? No, you don't. But you don't need one, bro. You just need more capital. Like, you guys just need more capital. Get like 30 funded accounts, and dude, I'm telling you, you make more money than like you ever fucking thought. It's crazy. With multiple fund accounts, you could do a couple $100,000 a year, easy. So how do you actually determine whether or not we're fair to manipulate? I know all assets expanding away and profile supports expansion higher, but hourly and 30-minute currently is looking like ES creating C2s. So one way, so this is kind of hard to know if we're going to fail to manipulate, like in this case right now, because yes, we are forming a C2, but it could just be the start of retracement. One way to know we're going to fail to manipulate is if this gap actually holds, like we actually form an SMT fill with it, right? Because that would be a continuous signature, right, through the high or whatnot. These assets are, okay, so we were talking and stuff. They are kind of going a little deep right now, for sure. A little deep, but this would be good, dude. If this shit starts consolidating, let me hold this gap right now, this would be good. I would take this. Hold on, let's just set an alert. That's all we gotta do. Set an alert here. Set an alert here. And we'll just watch this. And then you just gotta set an alert like right here. Now you're good. If this gap holds like we wanted with the strength switch, I mean, it's valid, right? Now, if this doesn't hold, this is starting to be a little sus, right? Where we're not actually, you know, creating a continuous signature. None of the assets creating an SMT fill with it. That's not good. You have to wait for 11 o'clock for the new hourly close. You can't even. I wouldn't even trade this lower because there's no, like, you'd have to wait for this gap or something to even consider it. But that's it's like hard to know if we're gonna go all the way down here. Like, that's kind of tough. It's just like, it doesn't really, like, the profile doesn't support it like really at all. Like the daily large wick kind of does for sure. And it is like a SMT break scenario, right? Like ES just broke it. Yeah, ES just broke it like this high. So it's like maybe. I would scalp it though, you know? If we're gonna trade that lower, I would scalp it. Like de-risk and scalp it for like 2R because I don't think we can go down here. I don't know. I can't tell you. Yeah, that's kind of hard to anticipate. It's a lot to do in a daily candle. So it's like probably de-risk and just go for 2R or something, you know? Do you think, no, do not go for max payouts right, with 30 accounts. Dude, you guys can do this, right? You guys can request like $500 or whatever the fucking minimum is, dude. Like, you guys, trading is already hard as hell enough, you know? And a lot of people are like trying to get max payouts with like their first payout or like whatever, before they're even consistent, like it doesn't make any sense. Dude, you need to do this, right? Go for minimum payouts on more accounts, right? That's what you need to do, right? And just take your time, like literally probably just risk less, right? A little bit risk a little bit less, like maybe like $250, $200, and yeah, man, just go for the freaking minimum payout, man. That's all you gotta do. RTY, yeah, no, this looks like shit. Yeah, guys, I don't know, this looks like shit to me. Absolute dookie balls. I'd rather just stay over here. Did this even hit it, bro? Are we serious right now? Bro. Oh, let's just wait. We haven't even hit the gap yet. We're good. We're just waiting. Hey, if nothing happens, nothing happens. It's not that big of a deal, guys. There's always another day. Micro hit? I don't care about that. Dude, I'm not using micros, bro. No, dude, I'm not doing that. I only do that, bro, if there's equal highs and equal lows. On God, I'm about to take. You do you, bro. Just put 28 count. No, you did not. Wait, what was that? YM hit it. Okay. Boom, look. We just wait, bro. YM hit it. Let's see if we can CST on NQ. So I would want NQ to switch to leading asset right now. And then we're gonna create an hourly, like we're gonna create this future hourly gap, probably, right? But I want NQ to be the lagging one, or the leading one, sorry. If NQ breaks this gap, yeah, we're just kind of cooked. What do you trade with 50K? So if you're asking me, to start on the account, I typically risk like 400-ish, something like that, 350, 400, until you get a buffer. Once you get a buffer of like 3K, that's why I consider like a decent buffer, I guess, or the first stage of a buffer is like 3K. Then I risk 500. And then once you get to like 10K or something, or 20, yeah, you can risk like 1,000 or like whatever. That's what I do. Like I'll risk like 1,000 or something, which is kind of insane, but yeah, it's kind of useless now though. Like buffers are useless now, guys. Like big buffers, because there's payout caps. There's no point, dude. That was back in the day, bro. Back in the day. You know what I say. What are we doing over here? Nothing much. How often do I use 1 minute time frame? Not that often, bro. Honestly. I don't have beef with the 1 minute though. Honestly. Like if you're gonna trade the 1 minute, you're gonna get faked out a little bit more. So you really need to require the V shape, you know? Or like gaps. Like that's what I would do. You know? Why does everyone hate live accounts? Are you talking about like personal live accounts? Oh, okay, you're talking about with prop firms. It's just they're small. They give you small live accounts. Like I'd rather not have a live account on a prop firm. I'd rather have like, you know, 5 150K accounts or something. Okay, because you know they give you a daily loss limit typically, which is like $1,000 or whatever. Let's just say it's $1,000. So you really have like a small account, you know? You only have one small account. Whereas like with 5 accounts that have maybe a $1,000 daily loss limit, you know, that's like technically 5 times as big. You're making 5 times more or whatever, you know? You can just do more typically. Hold on. Do you require all attitudes to reverse here? Are we talking about the bear scenario or the bull scenario? Would you take that if NQ CSD but YM didn't V shape? Just consolidate. Just consolidates. Well, let's look at it. Nah, I wouldn't really need. I wouldn't, for example, to answer your question, I really wouldn't need YM to reverse necessarily. But this is not looking good. The way this is happening or not, it's not really looking good. We're just kind of consolidating over here. So honestly, if we CC now, I wouldn't even trust that on NQ, like, because that would look like shit. It's not a clean V shape. I'm sure I'll move this. I think we might actually have to wait for the freaking hourly, bro. Here's what I'll do, guys. I will stay on the stream until 21 minutes. If we form the SMT fill in the form of string switch, I'll stay on until we get the opportunity to get in. But if we break the SMT, if we break this SMT fill, that's gonna happen. Or if all S is basically trading to the hourly gap, then I'm gonna hop off because we're probably not gonna get opportunity to go long. And if we do, it's just gonna take long. Like we're gonna have to wait for a PSP on the 30-minute. That's 30 more minutes. Gotta stay on stream. And yeah. How long do you enter prior to your driver? Like 10, 20 minutes. I like to do it like very early, like 10 and below, you know? But I like for the reversal just to happen. And yeah, like it needs to like just happen. Like today is a decent example, but we kind of opened up a little bit higher. Like if they opened up a little bit lower, like first CSD right there, that's what I want to enter. What's the difference between live account and person? Okay, there's no way to adjust this. What's the difference between a live account and a personal account? Are you serious? There's a big difference, brother. There's no rules on your personal account. You can draw with whenever you want. There's a big difference. Then after a certain amount of payouts, you blow the account. Yeah, so if you're like more reckless, you know, they have like a risks team and stuff like that analyze your stuff. There's like nah, I don't know if I can tell you that. I don't know what I could tell you honestly, like, but yeah, there is technically that. They're not gonna move people to live, they're blowing shit left and right. Yeah, Simon, I mentioned that 1 hour gap, especially if this breaks, which it looks like it's gonna break. So I was talking about this SMT fill. It should have already went, you know. If it wanted to be bullish, it should have already CSD'd, you know. It's not gonna do it. So as soon as this alert goes off, that SMT is broken. We talked about this potential gap here, bro. This would be like the earliest sign. You see this like 15-minute gap? We'll see what happens there, bro. I was not even considering bearishness today. I'm not gonna lie. But that's kind of what happens sometimes. I mean, sometimes as the day develops, stuff happens, you know. We'll see though. Like I said, if I was to take that though, it would be like, it would be very low. It would be low risk, and like I would only target like 2R, you know, like stuff like this. I don't care about 90-minute gap, bro. Right now, we're just gonna wait for the hourly close. I don't really have the highest hopes that we're gonna get anything, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. How much are recent eval? Oh, a lot. I mean, honestly, like 750, 2,000. I just like to get it over like pretty quick. When you milked MFU pro counts, were you worried about being moved? I already knew once you make 100K, you get moved. Like they added that like, I don't know when, but I knew the next time I made like a decent amount, I was gonna get moved. Do you know top prop firm for India? I don't know, bro. We lost 30-minute. We wait. Yeah, hourly gap. Yeah. But yeah, if we don't form a freaking in 15 minutes, if this gap forms and then there's no SMT fill, the bull scenario is probably not gonna happen. Unless you get a strength as PSP, but I mean that's gonna take another 30 minutes, and it's like. Let's say I have a CSD and the wick is too big. Don't we have to per stop loss it? Yeah, 50%, yeah. Considering you have everything in play. So you don't go for a live account? No, I mean, not ideally, bro. Not gonna lie, I'd rather not. There's some perks, there's some, you know, daily payouts and stuff like that, but I'd rather not be moved to live. Window coupling at MO? Wait, what's that mean? Market open, sorry. Window coupling at market open, we get a valid sequence on YM and RTY. Like today, do you care at all if NQ is face root? Okay, so you can only apply to coupling with like framework, right? Only with framework, which is in the course. I say that if you don't have like valid framework and you start decoupling, it's like it's actually like useless and you can't do anything with it, you know. Can't do nothing with it. So yeah, you can do it only with framework, bro. So on SMT field sequence, we don't care about the lower time frame on sweeping asset as long as the leading asset CSD. Yes. Correct. Especially a strength switch. Like the asset that's strength switching, which is switching from lagging to leading. Once it CSDs, I don't care about the asset that switches to leading to lagging. Like I don't need it to CSD necessarily. If you guys want it to be more conservative, you just wait for at the reversal. Like at the reversals, wait for all assets to CSD. If you want to be conservative. I know a lot of my students actually do that. That's something you could do, bro. If YM and ES both violate EQ before, would that also violate NQ? Not necessarily. This is the greatest thing to see though for bullish. I'm not gonna lie. This is the greatest reaction I want to see. Like it, I mean, the wick size is kind of large for show, pretty large. But it's like I wouldn't. The problem is, bro. Like I would want to trade to EQ. If you're gonna trade this, I would want to trade to EQ, and you can't just do it. We can't trade this right here because there's no like two-stage or whatever confirmation to that to do it. You know, it's kind of hard to do. We already hit that level, which kind of sucks. So, it's kind of hard, right? Now you'd have to anticipate price probably going down here, which I can't do. Like it's just too. The profile is just too hard to say right? Like, I guess you could take like a 2R, you know, deeper into the range, whatever. But the best move would be, the most easiest thing to anticipate would just be, you know, back into here, which is like technically ERL to IRL, right? Something like that. We got 12 minutes though. We are gonna get an hourly gap. This is gonna be created for sure. Each mentor takes a 7-hour candle, dude. That would be some shit. That would actually be funny as hell. Yeah, I know that we have an SMT up here, and it's in the form of string switch. Here's the reason why it's hard to anticipate bearishness, guys. Here's the reason. I explained it, but it's because the profile is more so open low first, right? Now it is a wick, so like this could maybe support the bearish scenario. Like large wick, we can't expand beyond it. That's okay, right? We have an SMT break scenario at the highs. But you also have a very nice sequence at the lows, right, where all assets expanded back into the range or very high into the range. That is like not what you want to really see if you want to trade a reversal. Like the best reversals are there is no established reversal at the opposing side, and the profile like supports it fully and stuff like that. So the main way I would trade this lower is de-risk and only target back into the range. But the issue is we don't have that here. Like it already happened, you know, and there's no like 2-stage or nothing like that to trade it back to the range. If you got like a strength switch up here, bro, yeah, I would actually consider it probably to trade it back into the range. But it already went back into the range, like 50%, which is what I ideally want to target. Now we'd have to see continuations. Now we have to be more right, you know? We have to be even more right about this being bearish. Whereas like the initial move lower, you don't even got to be as right. You know, we would only target 2R or something. But now you have to be more right, where like you have to see it continue, you know, back towards low, which is like harder. But in 10 minutes, we'll see. So if you get a 30-minute string as PSP, do you no longer need a 1-hour SMT fill? Oh, yeah. If all assets trade into the gap and you get a 30-minute string PSP, yeah, it's valid. Yeah, shorts is harder, man, to anticipate here, man. As I was saying, I probably prefer 12 for that move to happen. Because, I mean, look at this fat-ass wick here. For the 6-hour candle. If you ever... I would just wait, honestly. There's like a time in you know, price where, you know, sometimes the narrative is so good that when we form, you know, the earliest signs of reversal, like you're already on it, right? But stuff like this, where it's like kind of two-sided, I'd rather wait for more confirmation, right? Is this like a seek and destroy day? Yeah, if we go bearish, it would be. Or like a delayed protraction kind of thing, you know? Dude, I'm surprised my Wi-Fi is like this good. Dude, is this from my old YouTube video or something? That's actually funny. Airbnb Wi-Fi better than Wi-Fi. Dude, it's funny. I feel like when I stream with nothing connected to my monitor, it's actually good. Like the quality is good. I don't know why, but a simple rule to catch, dude. That's literally, yep, that's it, bro. Now I remember. Let's see how many views that thing is on. It's just an old YouTube video. Like, I've made YouTube videos before I was even in the lens. Okay, this Wi-Fi sucks, actually. I can't even load it. All right, let me see. Edit. No, how do I look at this? How do I look at my old videos? Where's manage videos at? What the hell? Oh, videos. Did you get that from R? I don't know who that is. Oh, okay, here it is. Where is that? No, I got it from the lens. Like the small wick thing. And then it's just obvious, right? Like if price expands into a key level, let me show you. This is a good example. Let's just use this one, right? If price expands to a key level right here, but the candle that trades into it closed an expansion candle, then the next candle has to reverse, right? So it has to reverse in 1 to 2 candles. Either this candle here hits the key level and then creates a reversal candle, or it hits the key level and closes the expansion candle, the next candle has to reverse. That's just something I just saw a long time ago. Yeah, 1 year ago. That's a long year. There's no way that was a year ago. It's probably like way longer than a year. Hold on. Let's see when I put this video up.
The market's shaking. Don't hit the brakes yet. Unlike others, Funded Next Futures did not keep anything off the market.
August 2024.
Stay where your instruments stay.
August 24. Yeah, that was a minute ago, bro. Yeah, that was a minute. That was almost 2 years ago. You challenge me to chess, you probably win. Do I ever trade currency futures? No. It is too much to watch. Yeah, exactly. Easy. I mean, it's still something I use. Please trade Bitcoin? On what, though? I've never traded it. Like, personal account? I don't know if I would do that. It's creating a potential PSP but no strength switch for NQ. On what time frame? Yeah, we gotta see the close. I mean, really, that wouldn't really matter, because the PSP low is gonna be a gap high. So unless it created like, just honestly the S&P fill is the most relevant thing. It's looking like it could potentially form, man. No, I don't look at copper or cattle or corn. I think three triads is good, man. Like, just trade oil, gold, indices. You're gonna get the most opportunities on indices and gold. Oil is just be like super selective on oil. Just be super selective in general, because if you trade 3 triads, like, there's no point in like trying to trade every day on one of them or all of them. You're gonna get absolutely wrecked. Just be super conservative. You have 3 triads, you're gonna get plenty of opportunities a week. How do you even find out which triads to watch? You test them? Yeah. I just look at what triads are most correlated, and those are the ones you want to trade. I don't think there's. I mean, besides Forex, like EU, GU, GXY, that's the only triad that's high in correlation. But the thing about DXY that kind of sucks is the opening price or the time of DXY. So you can't use 4-hour PSPs. You can't use 4-hour gaps, stuff like that. You can't use because they open at different times. Do I mean a PSP? No, because we need to see a gap fill anyways, right? So it wouldn't be that relevant. Like if this is bearish, this is bullish. Either way, yeah, we're gonna form a PSP, but I want this asset to take the PSP low, which is still a gap fill. Like this is still a gap fill in general. So like, yeah, we can form a PSP, but we don't get the gap fill, shit's irrelevant. Kinda, honestly. So we still need to see that. But looking good so far. It looks like we're gonna at least form it, We not gonna get shit, Brody? Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. If not, all good, man. If it's gonna be bearish now, I'd wait for 12, guys. I'd wait for the new 6-hour open, which I will not be trading. You watch or read any psychology stuff? No, I didn't. I'll be honest with you guys, nope. Never have been too into psychology. I've always been into the technical side of trading. Do you ever have a problem of under trading? What does that mean? What do you mean? Like not many setups? I mean, if there's what can you do about that, If price is not meeting your criteria, then you're just not trading. There's not really a problem. It's just price action is not, doing what you demand. Okay, so we just opened here. Let's set an alert right here. That's all we gotta do. Set an alert. This is how we trade. Just set alerts and just doom scroll or something. Besides strength to SMT fill, are there any other cases where you do not require all assets? Just SMT fills in general. Doesn't even have to be a strength switch. Custom sound alerts. Do you play Clash Royale? Not anymore, really. My account is like stacked too. Well, maybe not anymore, but I've maxed everything basically. Pay to win. You know what I'm pay to win on? Like Madden and college football. God, I'm pay to win as fuck on that. Like it's like bad, dude. Cause like if you have a better team than everyone, you just like steamroll them. That's actually cap. There is skill gap where like people can beat you, but still. All right, we're probably gonna get it, bro. Come on, gangy. This gap is low-key an entry. We're gonna do something like this. I think this is where we're gonna enter, guys. Probably your stop loss is probably fine right there. I just need to hear the alert, then I'll set the limit. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the 1 mini. That's the SIG, yeah. As soon as I see the alert. Bro, if it doesn't take that, oh boy. That'd be so cool. Do you worry at all about, what is that even? Wickless candle? Eon? Yeah, no. Wickless candle in 3 minutes. Oh no. No, I don't at all. Not even a little bit. Nope. There's actually a little wick on there. Guys, if this expands, hits this level here without taking a low, I might crash out a little bit. Like, I won't do anything on the charts, and I won't do nothing crazy, but I will be pissed. It's okay to be pissed as long as you don't act on it, right? Oh yeah, don't let Simon crash out, for real. What the hell? I mean, is it? I mean, the high of this gap is really just gonna. This rarely fucking happens, dude. I don't know if I trust that yet. But I mean, either way, like if we retracing the gap, either way, I'll probably enter in like anticipation of it, you know. Because either way, like if we're gonna go higher, we would have to form the strength switch, and it's gonna it's gonna happen if this asset takes a low. And I don't have to see like another confirmation to it. The strength switch is enough, in my opinion. So all we need to see is a retrace, bro. Finish my Red Bull. Well, shit, we're kind of expanding, bro. Open another can? No, I never drink 2 Red Bulls. That's insane. Bro, you know those like huge can Red Bulls? How do people actually finish those? Like, you're insane if you drink that, like, literally insane. That has to be so bad for you, because they're huge. You know? It's fucking ridiculous. Tuesday, Thursday is so much better for light trading. Oh, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, I think so. Although Monday, of course, was like clean as shit. I don't honestly I don't think it matters too much, dude, because any day can be good, right? Like, but I would probably say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like overall is probably better. But yeah, any Monday can be good, any Friday can be good, bro, technically. You just never know. Yeah, I have no idea if YM wants to take this low or not. But either way, We need NQ to trace, or give us a smaller stop loss, or like this, or something like something. Dude, my Wi-Fi on my phone is horrendous, so I don't understand how it's good on this. Like, it actually makes no sense. Use mobile data? No, my service here is horrible, dude. On mobile data. It's so bad. Like, it's so bad. Dude, what is this new, like, firm? Blue Guardian? Y'all use that shit? Futures Elite? What the hell? They have, like, $10 evals? No way. That doesn't sound good. Oh, CFD prop firms? Oh. 20 accounts? You can get 20 accounts? No way. Oh. I was like, holy shit. I was like, sign me up ASAP. Once YM sweeps, the only chance we have is an NQ propulsion block. So if they both go lower, ideally, right? I want this has to go lower while NQ goes lower. You have two options. You can enter the gap while this one goes lower and YM takes it low, or you can enter the, you know, while this goes lower, it's probably gonna create a propulsion block. You can enter off that propulsion block, up to you. I'm not opposed to entering a gap. But it needs to be the right RR. You know, we need at least 2R. So it has to be like something like that. You know? Like this. Like that would be fine. Put your stop at the body there for 2R. If you didn't trade, what internet money stuff would you try? Oh, I don't know, bro. There's no plan B, so I have no idea. When I tell you there's no plan B, like I had to figure out trading. There's literally nothing else. OnlyFans, maybe? Oh yeah, probably rap. I'd probably grind from the rap. If you know, you know. I turned it down. Can you freestyle? College? Yeah, I didn't go to college. They did offer me though, like 10, 5, a couple mil, something like that. Some shit like that. Only people who know where that's from. Yeah, big band in Jacksonville, some shit like that. Hold on, dude. I have a funny picture. Hold on. I don't know if it's gonna end the stream if I post this in the chat. Actually, it won't. Oh shit! It did. Did it? Nah. Hold on, dude. I gotta send this picture in. Hold on. This is important. Where is it, bro? Where is it? I have to send this in. I don't know, dude. Where the hell is it at? Big band in Jacksonville. Hold on, guys. Gotta find it. It's in my camera roll. Dude, where the hell? Where's this at? Man. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Splash. Just send it in the chat, Splash. That's what I was looking for. Oh shit, dude. Alright, we back, dude? I just fucked this all up. Speak on stage. Alright, we're good. We're back. That's what I was looking for, dude. What is why I'm doing? Nothing. GXC University. GXU. Holy moly. Actually, go to name, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, GXD Bootcamp for 10K subscribers. That's on the way still, guys. Don't worry. Alright, bro. What do I hear? No, I'm not doing that. No summit, no none of that. Yeah, we just need a smaller freaking stop loss, bro. As long as you get some retracement of this gap, this is 2R, I would take it. Yeah, it might not happen, but whatever. Maybe GXG. Oh, stream on kick? Yeah, no. Even with hourly gap below. Yeah, like, ideally, I want to see that happen. But even if it does happen, right? Let's say it does hit this gap. This is a strength switch right here. You know? So you're basically entering on the SMT creation. And the strength switch is like to catch up to here. So it's like a little bit risky. You're not confirming the strength switch. But I just think it's fine. I didn't put limit yet, but I could. I'm just like alerting it. So I'll just probably mark execute. Like I'll let you guys know if I take a trade. Dude, 7 hour. You know what's funny? I would probably actually do that. I'm like annoying joking. I don't know when we would do it, but that would be funny. Yeah, we'd have to like, I don't know, like plan something. Yeah, like 6 months university. 6K, 30K subs. Oh no, so we're not going to use the 15-minute time frame this high in the range. So when price expands away from the original swing point that price is reversing from, so you see this candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. The problem with trading candle 4, you're trading in this candle, that 15-minute sequence, is you're going to create a future like higher time frame gap, right? So this is what we're more concerned of when price expands away from that hourly swing point or 30-minute swing point that reverses the day, is when it expands away, it's going to typically create these higher time gaps. So in like higher in the range after the reversal is where we want to use 30-minute hourly gaps, right? Low in the range within a swing point, like down here, is where you want to use like 15-minute gaps. This is where you would use like 15-minute gaps down here early in the reversal. But you know, for continuation after the reversal, especially high in a range like this, you know, when we mark it from here to here, you see how we're in premium? This is where we're more concerned about. We're wanting to see 30-minute gaps, hourly gaps. We're not going to use the 15-minute, okay? Yeah, I would trust it. As long as you form the SMT. You're not really confirming it, the strength switch, but I think it's fine. Because that's the only way you're gonna get RR, right? So for example, if we come down here and we CSD right here, you can't even get to R. You kind of have to do that. If you're gonna take one trade today, this is the one you gotta take. But yeah, the risk is kind of fat. I'm not gonna lie. One is kind of crazy. 1,000? Okay, I can't do that. We're gonna have to switch over here. This is a rare case. 1,000 is insane. Wait, what? Oh yeah, never mind. If we can get that fill, bro. This is what I want my trades to look like. Something like this. If you had taken a pre-driver win, would you not entertain? Yeah, probably not. Especially because I'm on vacation, I would not be trading after. Please post a live stream and WAP ASAP. So I don't post it. Simple does. But I will send it to him ASAP. ASAP Fergie. It just takes some time to render it or stuff like that, I think. Oh yeah, it's Sim. My bad, dude. My bad, dog. All the Huz upstairs. In Huz, you mean my little brother and sister? Hey, yo, bro. Garrett man saying Huz. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, Michael. I do a lot of questionable shit as a grown man. Is little bro profitable? No, but he wants to be a day trader. He's 15. I'm gonna put him on soon. Yeah, bro doesn't even know, like, he doesn't even know, bro. How lucky he is. Oh, fuck no. Y'all are actually funny. Yeah, I gotta